Welcome to the Higgins Report. I'm Mike Higgins reporting, and here's my report. Serious topic on today's Higgins Report: climate change. Climate change, as defined by YouTube's warning, climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns, mainly caused by human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels. In case you missed this, there's hope.
The federal government is full speed ahead to confront the climate change emergency. At the Department of Health and Human Services, we are focused on its catastrophic and chronic threats to health.
First, I'd like to recognize the Admiral Rachel. Rachel was last year's Woman of the Year, and as such, she/her is a role model. You women out there, you hers, take heed. Think of the dollars you can save, the time you can save on shaving your legs and your armpits. Of course, skirts are a must. You are a woman, aren't you? And then there's the whole urination thing. Take a stand. You're finally liberated. Back to Rachel.
We are committed to doing everything that we can to create a healthier and more resilient future. We know the healthcare sector is responsible for about 8.5% of the nation's greenhouse gas emissions. Federal health systems are working to achieve net zero emissions as directed by the Biden administration.
Well, she/her is right. I looked into it. The healthcare sector is out of control. You might be surprised to know that from 2003 to 2013, a recent study from only 10 years ago determined healthcare activities emit 8% of the nation's greenhouse gases. Of course, this doesn't account for the recent wildfires in Canada. Let's move on. You might be thinking, Mike, pronoun he, his, what are these emissions? Well, I'll tell you. Heating, cooling, electricity, and energy-intensive goods and services in hospitals, doctors' offices, nursing homes, pharmaceutical and medical devices. And then there was the COVID, from the bats. How do you think we were running those ventilators? Electricity. What? Those can't be solar powered? Give me one good reason. I didn't think so.
But we can't do this alone. Private health systems account for the majority of care provision in our country, and we need to work with them in pursuing net zero.
See, she/her's right. It's possible. Net zero. The Higgins Report base of operations is here in Illinois. I know how this works. Our governor, the esteemed Governor Pritzker, and our lawmakers got this all figured out. We, by law, must have a balanced budget. That's net zero. It all balances out, and we're doing great. The people leaving Illinois, they just don't understand.
That is why we are proud to co-chair NAM's Action Collaborative on decarbonizing the United States healthcare sector, a place where we will surface challenges, share.
That's right, decarbonizing. All life is based on carbon, but we're going to leave some of that intact.
Learning and set an agenda for progress. History will look back at us for the actions that we take or do not take. I choose to take action to do all that I can to protect our health and our world's health for myself, my family, and my community.
She/her makes a good point. What are you doing for climate change? Have you considered turning off the main circuit breaker in your home? What do you think it's there for? Do you really need to drive? You ever hear of walking? And just say no to horses. You Amish are next. The buggy is fine. I never met a horse that didn't fart. That's a greenhouse gas attack. So, as a slightly balding lesbian woman of color, that's right, I'm off-white. You got a problem with that? All right. I'm going to my safe place. So that concludes this Higgins Report. I've reported my report. Make sure to check out HigginsReport.com for the latest in current events. Check out the Higgins Report on YouTube and Rumble. Like and subscribe. That's it.